you witness something like weird happening. Let's say you witness a crime.
Okay,
or-
that's different.
No.
Give them 24-hour
Hey
leeway.
Guys, the cops need this. We're gonna give them 24 hours to recover the tracks.
We need to catch him.
No. Here's the thing. Okay, let's say you stop a robbery happening and you get stabbed or something, right? Or you get shot, right? And you survive.
I'm down. I like.
Yeah. Hero story, right? Sure. How long do you wait until you post what the fuck just happened to you? You know what I mean?
Well, it depends how badly hurt I am, I guess.
No, because you got to be gone for a couple of days. You're like, sorry guys for the absence.
Yeah, you gotta do the cryptic. Yeah, you gotta do the cryptic black only font of just like, I'm gonna be away from social media for a while, guys. Something big just happened, and then a couple of days later, you have that hospital bed shot where you're just like, saved alive.
I don't think me comparing you live posting your clip of a concert to you being fucking stabbed.
I was just curious.
God forbid, I never have to post that story, you know.
It's because like, okay, I went to this Thai restaurant.
Yeah, right.
This is no bearing on the story. But I was there and I was having my lunch, and there was this guy and a girl on a date, and I couldn't surmise.
Yes,
Future
Spider-Verse,
like, hey,
peak fiction.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, you gotta watch those movies, dog.
Fantastic movie. Yeah. We're the future Spider-Man is telling the Miles like, hey, like, dude, I tried going into every timeline. Uncle Ben has to die, right? What is the nexus point in the time reset? We don't know. But what we do know is how part one played out. So I like all of these things that people are saying on why Aki's not here and why Makima's not here. But guess what? For the people who are like, where is Aki? Why isn't Makima here over Naito? I would argue that we have more credence because that is the timeline that we followed along with, right? If Makima's not here, for whatever reason, that's fine. But everyone just expanding upon like, well, Denji consumed her and he did it out of love and therefore she doesn't exist in this new timeline. Like Makima's agenda was going after Chainsaw Man. If there's no Chainsaw Man, there's no Makima. But we also know that if Nayata's here, Makima had to have died. So what are you talking about? And why is it so convenient that it's Nayata as a kid? Why is it not Nayata when like Kishibe first found her? Why isn't it Nayata when she's old as Makima? You know? It's not that I even necessarily wanted Aki back if you brought power, but like you couldn't have done like the Dark Knight trilogy where like what's his name, Alfred is like, oh my god, Bruce Wayne is gone, and then like he finds Bruce Wayne in that like cafe with like Catwoman. He's like, oh my god, like there he was. You could have given us that moment with Aki. We're like, hey, Aki maybe doesn't have to talk to Denji, doesn't have to talk to Power, but we see like Aki and Himeno like just in one little
You
short
see him in a panel,
them,
or
like,
Aki with like his family, or like give us a closure, give us something.
That's what I'm saying. It just like again, for everyone saying, well, this is what happened, we don't have proof of any of that shit. We have no proof of any of that shit. If anything, it's more problematic that they weren't in the last chapter. It doesn't make sense in the timeline. There's no nexus point. Like Makima had to like die or like.
Ну да. Там концепт нужен. Я хочу убить создателя этого уровня. Ура, мне не нужно удалять игру.
Я думал, тут что, какой-то лаз будет.
Это был ласт, к счастью. Последний корабль говнище, поэтому хорошо, что я на нем не слился.
Me neither.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I played them much later on like, you know, emulator and shit, but like I never had a Sega console, so
Yeah.
I don't have as much of a nostalgia to Sonic as some people do, but
I feel like Mortal Kombat, if anything, should be swapped out for like one of these games, for given how iconic it was to the era.
totally. No.
But I mean, a very 90s list, a very safe list.
Yeah.
I am happy to say Chrono Trigger made it into the top 10 though.
That's good because I mean that obviously wouldn't have been a game that everyone would have picked up or played as
Yeah.
well, right? So the fact that it made it there is also amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go down to the 2000s then.
Yeah.
Sure have.
Let's check out the 2000s.
This is going to be a very drastic change.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Yeah.
So this is from
Still
GameFAQs.
Zelda, baby.
It's from
Still Zelda.
massive tournament style brawl for the game of the decade. But there are some games on
Oh.
here that weren't released in the 2000s.
Wait,
Right.
we have a list that was released in 2000.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this, right? Majora's
Chrono
Mask,
Trigger's there.
Majora's Mask and Ocarina of
Okay.
Time with the 90s.
Where's the other list? Sorry.
This is from the 2000. Those monsters from the 2000.
Was it?
Yeah. Chrono Trigger wasn't.
And Final Fantasy VII wasn't 2000.
Yeah.
Do we have a list that was actually from the 2000s?
It was kind of hard to find.
Все, скилл отключен.
Потом я перестал слоить. Сложно, куча проблем была. Потом вышел контроллер. Я начал в него играть. Я опять перестал слоить. Уже куча проблем. Это позорище, я в 22 году ни одного экстрима не прошел. В 25 году я прошел аж. Я прошел в 25 году. Надо напал, был видный авакин курс. Да. Надо пройти какой-нибудь экстримчик.
Позорное
Может,
количество
выходных.
попыток. Что не надо бафить тут черный лоб.
У меня было что-то такое, что я играю в него. Попытки 4 подряд дохожу тут, на каждую попытку сливаю и думаю, баферить нельзя.
W.
Невероятно.
Ну, каким-то
пропеть.
образом мне понравилось это проходить. Я этого не ожидал.
This transition is pretty weird. I have a strat, but it doesn't really work clearly. You couldn't tell by the fact that I didn't do it correctly. You do dishes and stuff. Good luck on that. Today might just be a too extreme day. I don't know if I can get myself D3. My goal is at 25 at the end of the week, though. It was a good try. I nearly did it. This is the freaking hard click of the demon man. At least I wasn't the dash orb. Yeah, because this click is easy peasy. This click is whatever the opposite is.
Big bang, whoa, pockets on swole.